You're listening to Morning Edition on this Monday here on WCBU. I'm Rich Drager. Peoria is marking 50 years as a sister city with Friedrichshafen, Germany. A delegation of about 25 from Germany recently flew to Peoria to meet with their sister city colleagues. Mayor Rita and Sister City Commission Chair Patrick Roesler spoke with WCBU's Molly Hughes at a recent anniversary dinner about what the milestone means for both cities.
It's about friendship, building a bond between our two cities. It's also about opportunities for economic development. You know, the CFO and the CEO of the Zeppelin are here. They've been meeting with Caterpillar officials. They have very close ties, business ties with one another. So Peoria is like the perfect location to have a sister city with. But, you know, it's really about the youth exchanges that we have. Every year, youth from Peoria go to Friedrichshafen, and then the next year, youth from Friedrichshafen come to Peoria, and they stay with local families, and they really get to have the American experience and the Peoria experience. So it's about building those bonds across the globe, across the ocean, and building those friendships and really coming together, these two nations coming together, working in unity.
Have you been to Friedrichshafen, and would you like to go if you haven't?
I'm scheduled to go in September of this year. We'll take a small delegation there. For many years, and this is my 5th year as mayor, and I haven't been to any of the sister cities, but really this is the perfect year to go because it's our 50th anniversary and we need to reciprocate. So I'm happy to be able to experience Friedrichshafen personally and professionally as the mayor of Peoria for the first time.
Yeah, my name is Patrick Roesler, and I am currently the chair of the Peoria Sister City Commission, and then I'm also on the board of the Friends of Friedrichshafen.
Tell me about today. Why are we having this event, and what is the connection between our sister city?
So that's a great question. So we are celebrating 50 years as sister cities. It's a relationship that started in 1976, primarily with Mayor Dick Carver and his relationships with Caterpillar. In Zeppelin Corporation, which is the largest European dealer of cat products, exists. So what's kind of special about our relationship is we have an annual youth exchange, and that youth exchange has been going on continuously since 2 years after the sister city was formed. It's actually the longest running youth exchange connected to a sister city in America.
I saw that, and I was like, oh my God, I wish I was a younger person so I could go do a sister or host family or something. So what are the requirements for that, like a host family situation swapping?
Yeah, so our target age bracket is we want families that have youth that are 16 to roughly 19. And so the whole point is we want to give the youth an experience either as a German learning what it's like to be an American family for 3 weeks, or vice versa in Germany. And it's kind of fun when we start the program. There's always an evening where we have a big party and we have all of the youth stand up in front of the crowd and say, what do you expect from this exchange? It's crazy what you hear at the beginning, but at the end, what is always the same. My wife and I chaperoned the youth exchange for 7 years. What's always the same is they come back with messages about how similar we are. You know, we may have bigger refrigerators in the United States than they do in Germany, but when it comes down to it, teenagers are teenagers, and they form quite close bonds.
Like that's kind of the big message, kind of building that relationship between countries on a small scale, right?
Yeah, and what you're hitting on is exactly right. So President Eisenhower, after World War II, he actually came up with the idea of wanting to push sister city relationships for U.S.-based cities. And the whole goal was to create citizen-to-citizen kind of diplomacy or relationship building with the hope that if we learned each other, we would be less likely to want to fight with each other.
That was Peoria Friedrichshafen Sister City Commission Chair Patrick Roesler and Mayor Ali speaking with WCBU's Molly Hughes. Ali travels to Friedrichshafen this September. You're listening to Morning Edition here on WCBU, Peoria Public Radio, part of the NPR network.